guys, welcome to Sunrise Strong with me, Jess. Thank you for showing up today. For class, you will just need a block. I always like to start with a block seated. We're actually also going to do a few poses that you might want a block for. If you don't have a block, you can always use books or a water bottle. We are going to sit on it in the beginning, so probably wouldn't recommend the water bottle for that one, but you can always use a blanket or something for the seated part, so that way you can just have your hips up off the mat. And then a towel, I use that. We are going to do a bit of the first half, a lot from our knees. I've had 2 knee surgeries myself, and so regardless of how thick the mat is, it just never feels super great to be on my knees, and that having that towel under it makes a world of difference. So there's that. Also, if you are joining me for the first time and haven't had a chance to check out any of my other videos or playlists, just know that I have linked music for you, just with everything with music and YouTube and legal rights. I can't play music in the background for you, so go ahead and set something up if you're somebody who likes music. For me, it makes a huge difference in the flow to have some music going, and it just kind of helps you to let go of everything else that's going on and just be on your mat with the music. So if that's something you want, I have linked my playlist for you to listen to, or you can choose your own music, whatever works for you. And when you're ready, you're going to take your block, and we're going to get seated on our mats. Just coming into a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged if that's not comfortable. You can always extend your legs out in front of you. You can bring it into a butterfly, just whatever's comfortable. Starting to close down the eyes. Hands can rest on your knees with your palms down, or you can flip palms up and rest it in that hip crease. And just starting to bring an awareness into your breath. Just using your natural rhythm to start. And then if it feels good for you, switch to your Ujjayi Pranayama, your heat building breath, which is where you're going to breathe in through your nose and back out through your nose. Really building it in the back of your throat. It's kind of that Darth Vader wave sounding breath. And if anytime this builds too much heat, you can always release the air out through your mouth, and that will help release a lot of that heat. Always remembering that in yoga, if something doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. Find another way. There's always so many options, so many alternatives to do. And knowing that everybody's body is different, and that's perfectly okay. Good. Releasing your arms down by your side together. We're going to take a nice inhale, lifting arms all the way up. And interlacing those fingers, pressing palms up to the sky. And gentle bend over to the right. Inhaling through center. Gentle bend over to the left. Inhaling through center. Exhale, releasing those arms and interlacing behind your back, pressing knuckles down to the earth, shining through with your heart. If it feels okay, gently letting your head fall back, exposing your throat. And bringing those hands over to your right hip, looking over the left. You can keep looking over the shoulder, or if you want to look down, you can also look up, just depending on how it feels on your neck. And drop it through center. Hands coming over to the left, looking over that right shoulder. Again, you can just look straight forward, or you can drop that neck down, or rotate it up. Just depending on how it's feeling. And through center. Releasing those hands, going through that again. Inhale, big breath up. Exhale, fingers interlace, pressing up to the sky. Dropping it over to the right, maybe getting a little bit deeper this time. Inhaling through center. Exhale, drop it over to the left. Inhaling through center. Releasing those hands. Clasping them behind your back, really dropping those knuckles down to the earth. Shining open with that chest. Dropping that head back if it feels good. And bringing it back down, hands coming over to that right hip. Same options, just looking over that right shoulder. You can look down or turn that neck to face up. Just breathing. And coming through center, bringing it over to the left, looking over the right. Same options with your neck. And through center. Bringing your hands to your knees. We're just going to take some gentle neck circles. And reversing in the other direction. And stopping at center. Inhale, shrugging your shoulders up. Exhale, releasing them down. Inhaling, shrug up. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, shrug up. Exhale, release it down. Bringing that block out from under you just so you can come to the earth, still in that seated position. Taking your right hand, we're going to gently grab it on the left side of our head and gently pull over to the right. Left fingertips are extended out, so you're creating that nice long shape from the left side of your head all the way down to your left fingertips. Not pulling or pressing hard at your head, just giving it just a gentle little tug. Just enough to feel the stretch. And bring it through center. Other side, this time left grabs the right side of the head. Right fingertips are extended out. Walking them out a little bit and then just very gently tugging on that right side of the head. You should feel a stretch all the way down that right side. And gently releasing. One more time, shrugging those shoulders up and back. And up and forward. Rolling out the wrists. Stretching them back and forth. Getting everything started for some movement. And when you're ready, flickering open those eyes, we're going to make our way to table, all fours, hands and knees. If you want that towel, you can go ahead and put it under your knees. And taking about 3 to 5 gentle cat-cows, dropping that belly, Lifting the head up through cow. And inhale, rounding the spine, tucking the chin into cat. And through cow. Exhale, round that spine, drop your chin. Inhaling through cow. Exhaling, round that spine into cat. Do at least 2 more. And then coming back into that neutral spine, just drawing some circles clockwise with your body. Maybe holding in any spots that feel tight. And then reversing counterclockwise, other direction. And then coming back through neutral, we're going to thread the needle. So inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, thread it under. Just gently tap your shoulder down and then lift back up. Exhale, thread it under, tap your shoulder. Inhale up. This time we're going to thread it through and hold down. Right shoulder is down. Left hand can extend out in front of you. You could bring it behind your back and wrap it around. Lots of options here. You can walk those left fingertips over to the right. Just really stretching through that side body. And wherever you took it, reach that left arm straight up in front and then bring it by your face. Push yourself up, back to hands and knees. Just taking one cat-cow. And coming back into neutral spine. This time plant the right hand down, left reaches up. And with an exhale, thread it through, tap that left shoulder, inhale up. Exhale, thread it through and tap shoulder, inhale up. This time we thread and hold. Again, options, extending that right arm out, walking those fingertips over to deepen that side stretch, or you can bring that right arm behind your body. Just breathing. And walking that arm out in front and then to the side of your face, pushing back up into that box, coming through one cat-cow. And then pressing yourself back into downward facing dog. Not down dog, child's pose, getting ahead of myself here. Just resting that forehead down on the mat, stretching those arms out. Knees can be narrow, or you can set them out wider. That'll help you sit a little bit more and release the back. Most importantly, just breathing. Two more breaths. And now we push back into that downward facing dog. Arms are extended. And from here, we're just going to take a couple of breaths. You can either hold still or work on dropping those opposite heels down one at a time. You can swish heels side to side. Just doing what feels good here. Just keep breathing through this down dog. One more breath. And whatever you're doing, finding stillness. And we're going to inhale one step forward at a time, walking your feet up your mat, getting that hamstring stretch along the way until you find yourself at the top of the mat. And that forward fold, really letting your head and neck just release and hang heavy. Inhale, halfway lift the hands on the mat or your shins. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. See if maybe you can tuck in a little bit deeper. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain pose. And exhale, hands at heart center. Taking just a few breaths here. Setting your intention for the practice. Again, if you practice with me, you know, I always say this intention can be just for the next 50 minutes or so. It can be something you want to work on for the week, the month, the rest of the year, until you're out of quarantine. It can be whatever you need. It can be a feeling, it can be a phrase, it can be an I am statement, a mantra, something you set into your soul. But just find something that gives you that motivation. That represents positivity and all the good things. And with an inhale, we're going to sweep arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, release, stepping back into the plank. Holding here for a breath. And we're going to slowly lower ourselves all the way down to the mat, to our belly. Releasing so that you're on the top of your feet. Toes are tucked down. With an inhale, coming into baby cobra. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. One more inhale, baby cobra. See if you can lift your hands up. Working that low back, engaging that core. And exhale, release. Inhaling up through box. Back into your child's pose. And back into that downward facing dog. Good, again, walking feet up to your hands, feeling the stretch along the way, letting that head hang heavy. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up to mountain. And exhale, hands down at heart center. Inhale, big breath up. Taking right hand, grabbing left wrist, pulling over to the right. Nice side body stretch. Inhale back through center. This time left grabs right, exhaling over to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop down your elbows, goalposts, open up your chest. And inhaling up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Stepping back into that plank, hold it here. And lowering all the way to your belly. Coming to the tops of the toes, inhaling that baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhaling baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, baby cobra. Hold it here. See if you can lift up those hands. Tighten that low back. Exhale, release. Coming through table. Back into that child's pose. Just one breath. And back into that downward facing dog. Good. One more time through. Inhale, walking those feet. One step at a time. Feeling that stretch. Forward fold. Release that head and neck. Inhale, halfway lift, extending that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Right hand grabs left wrist over to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, left grabs right over to the left. Inhaling through center, dropping those elbows down, shining through that heart. Dropping that head back a little. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down, step your feet back. Try not to drag your feet. Holding that plank. And lower all the way down to your belly. Coming to the tops of those feet. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift and hold. Last one. Bringing those hands up. And releasing it down. Coming through box. And back into your child's pose. Got down dog on the brain apparently. And back into your downward facing dog. Good. This time we're going to inhale, lift our right leg up. And with an exhale, open hip twist to the right. You can hold here or draw those hip circles. Just making sure you take them in both directions, nice and even. And if you took those circles coming into stillness, re-extend right leg straight. Inhale, right knee, right tricep, tap. Exhale, send it back up. Inhale, right knee, right tricep, tap. Exhale, send it back up. This time, right knee comes into the nose, hover, holding that plank. And exhale, set that right foot down. Left knee drops down. You're in that modified runners. And then lift up, modified crescent pose. You can keep hands here at heart center and just work on pressing your hips forward to really get that stretch. If you want to lift those arms up and deepen that back bend, or drop those elbows down that goal post. Lots of options here. Good, wherever you're at, bringing those hands into heart center. And hands come down, frame the foot, and coming back into that half split. You're up on top of that right heel, pulling straight back. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, half split. We're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. Really feeling the stretch. Getting as deep as you need to. If you're someone that can sit all the way back or walk your hands out more, it's going to look different. Some people might just be up here, and that's okay. Most important thing is just to get that stretch. Taking one more breath. and rebend into that runner's lunge. We're going to drop down left hand, raise up the right. Modified twisted runners. See if you can look up to that top arm, really pressing forward into that right leg. And bring it back down. One more time, pull it back. And forward. Good, coming up to those left toes, back in that runner's lunge. And stepping that left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, dropping through chair. And low chair, abs to thighs. Inhale, up to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back into your plank. Option here, you can stay with knees down for your chaturanga, or you can take your full chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and back into your downward facing dog. Remembering during your flow, you can always just hold plank. You can come through child's pose, or you can just go straight back to down dog and wait there. With an inhale, left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, open hip twist. Stay here or take those circles. Make sure you reverse, get nice and even. And then once you're evened out, holding still. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Inhale, left knee, left tricep, bring it forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, left knee, right tricep, tap. Exhale, send it back up. Inhale, left knee comes under your face. Hold it in for that core plank. Exhale, set it down. Right knee comes down, so you're in that modified runners. And with an inhale, lifting up to that modified crescent. Again, hands can be straight up, so you're in that modified crescent. Full back bend. You can bring hands to heart. Maybe work on leaning forward a little bit more. Arms can be in those goalposts. Just playing around here. This is the opportunity just to deepen the stretch before we go through it in more of a flow series. Really opening up those hips. And then bringing those hands down, framing the foot. And with an exhale, pulling back, half split. Inhale it forward. Exhale, half split. One more time. Inhale it forward. Exhale, half split. This time we're holding. Again, remember your options to keep those, walking those hands out. You could bring it all the way back or stay up high. Just seeing how it feels, how your body feels. Remembering both sides are totally different in a lot of cases, and so it feels different. And try not to have any judgment around that. Good. Inhale, bending forward. Hands come back to frame. This time, right hand stays down. Inhale, left arm twists up in that modified twisted runners. See if you can look up at that top arm. Just deepening that twist a little bit more. And bring that left hand down. One more time, extending through that left leg, half split. And coming back into that modified runners. Right toes tuck under, lift up into your full runner's lunge. And with an exhale, stepping that right foot up to meet the left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart. Good. Inhale, dropping into chair. Exhaling down, low chair, abs to thighs. Inhale, chair. Exhale, low chair. One more time, lift up to chair. Can you get another inch lower? And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking your flow, remembering those options, taking what you need, modifying as you need to, meeting back in that down dog. Good. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bend that knee, open hip twist. Stay or flip your dog. Flip dogs, return back, three-legged, open hip twist. Back into your three-legged. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, tap. Exhale, send it back. Right knee comes in, hover it. Exhale, setting that right foot down. And lifting up, full crescent lunge. Or you can always stay with that modified, knowing that that's always, always, always an option. Otherwise, coming up into that full crescent, breathing here. Exhale, dropping those elbows down, open up. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, charging crescent, arms come back. Inhaling back up through crescent. Exhale, drop that left hand down, right comes up for that full twisted runners. And using that right arm to sweep back behind you, we're going to sweep all the way down the side of that right body and then collect up the left hand, coming back up into crescent. Holding here. Exhale, coming into pyramid pose. Straightening that right leg, bringing that knee to nose. And with an inhale, bending that right leg, coming into your runner's lunge. And with an exhale, stepping that left foot up to meet your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhaling, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, dropping into that chair pose. Adding on to this, hands come down to heart center. Twisting over to the right. You can stay here. You can bring your left hand to the right knee, right hand to your right hip, and just stay up here and hold the twist. Or you can bring that left elbow down to the right knee, hands at heart, and twist here. Most important thing here is to check that alignment with your knees. A lot of time, one likes to jet out in front of the other. So keeping knees in alignment is more important than coming down here. So if it means you have to stay up here to keep that alignment, that's perfectly okay. And I would prefer that than being here. Right? One more breath here. Inhaling through center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, taking that flow, step or jump back into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left tricep tap. Exhale, send it up. Exhale, left knee, right tricep tap. Exhale, send it back up. You think I was going to forget that open hip twist. Here we go. Left drops open. And flipping that dog or stay. Inhale, left leg lifts. And exhale, this time left knee comes right into the face. Exhale, stepping left foot down. Into that runners. Getting your base first. And inhale, lifting up into that full crescent. Or remember, staying down in that modified if you still need that here. Breathing here. And with an exhale, dropping those elbows down, opening up through the heart. Inhaling and back up through center. And exhaling those hands at heart center. Taking a breath here. And with an exhale, dropping that right hand down, left arm comes up for that twisted runners. Again, remember that modified with the knee down. Or staying up high. Feeling that twist. Inhale. With an exhale, bringing that left arm back down the left side of your body and using it to scoop up your right, pulling you up into crescent. And with an exhale, folding straight down into that pyramid. Breathing here. And rebending into that lunge. With an exhale, stepping that right foot back up to meet your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lifting up into chair. Hands coming at heart center. This time twisting over to the left. So right hand is going to either come out to the outside of that left knee. Right hand comes, or left hand comes to that left hip. And you're here. Or if you want to get deeper, using that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And bringing those hands in at heart center. Again, check that alignment, making sure those knees are in line with each other as much as you can. And then going into that twist. Knowing all your different variations. Two more breaths here. Hand coming back through center. Hold here. And exhale, release, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release and lower. Step or jump, take your flow. Or remember, you can always go through child's pose, straight to down dog, all the options. Good, we're going to take that again. We're going to speed it up a little bit, taking some things out, adding some things on. So with an inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, nose to knee. Setting that right leg down, rising up into crescent. This time opening up, warrior two. Exhale, left hand down, right reverses up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, coming through side angle. So right elbow comes down to right quad, or you can bring that right arm to the inside of your right leg. You can also use block. Most important thing is just making sure those shoulders are stacked on top of each other. You're not rounded down just to get lower. So I'd rather you up higher and keep that good alignment than to try and do this and be folded over. Breathing here. Top arm can stay up or it can open behind your back. You can take that bind if that's in your practice today. If you drop that arm, lift it back up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse it back. Straightening that front right leg. Inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Again, right hand can come to that block, can come to your shin, inside of your leg. Lots of options to play with here. Breathing here. Again, top arm can stay up. Again, it can drop behind your back. You can take the bind. And with an inhale, bring that arm up. We're going to exhale, come into, if you want to keep your block, I like to use it to kind of bring me forward. We're going to come up into that half moon. So, right hand is on the block, or on the floor, or at a hover. All your weight is in that right leg. Left leg is lifted. Left arm is up. Again, you're trying to keep that good alignment. You can either look down at the right hand or challenge your balance and look up at the left. Breathing here. And with an exhale, folding it down. Forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rising up. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, dropping through chair. Exhale, coming into that low chair. Come up to those toes. See if you can lift those heels into awkward chair. Inhale, up into chair. Exhale, come up to those toes. One more. Inhale, up through chair. Exhale, hold it. And inhale, standing all the way up. Baby back bend. And exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, rise up to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release, step or jump, float through your flow. Upward facing dog or cobra. And back into that downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring that knees to nose. Setting left foot down. Inhaling, rising up through crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. And with the inhale, reverse it back. Right hand, right thigh, left arm reaches up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse and hold. And inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. This time, left arm comes to that left thigh, the inside of the leg, to a block. All the options here. Again, remember, working on keeping those shoulders stacked on top of each other, like you're in that plane of glass. Arm can stay up or folded down behind the back. You can look up or down. Inhaling that top arm if you dropped it. Exhaling through that warrior two. And back into your reverse. Straightening that front leg. Coming into Trikonasana, your triangle pose. Again, left hand can be on that block. You can just have it floating on the inside of your leg. Or you can bring that hand to left shin. Again, same thing. Trying to stack those shoulders one on top of each other. Opening up through your chest. Top arm can stay lifted, or you can drop it behind your back. Opportunity to bind if that's in your practice. One more breath. Bringing that arm up if you dropped it. And coming through to grab your block if you want it. And then we're going to take our half moon. Left hand down. Block, no block. Hovering. All the weight is in that left leg. Right leg is long behind you. Top arm is up. You can look down or challenge your balance. Whew. And look up. Remembering some sides are different. Holding here, really reaching long. Extending that body. And with an exhale, bring it down, fold it forward. We're going to grab opposite elbow, hang down into ragdoll, sway it side to side, letting your head and neck hang heavy. And bring it still, shaking your head side to side, maybe lifting it up and down. Lift your body up and down, just getting some movement in there. And then releasing those elbows, coming into gorilla. So you're going to bring one hand under your foot at a time. Fingers are going back towards your heels. Toes are right about at your wrists. You can wiggle them to stretch out your wrists. Bending your knees as much as you need to bring that head down. And then you can work on straightening, or you can just stay bent. Both are good options. Two more breaths here. And releasing one hand down at a time. Toe, heel, feet back so they're right about hip width. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, let it go. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, dropping into chair. Coming into that awkward chair to your toes. Inhale, high chair. Exhale, taking that awkward chair. Inhale up to chair. One more. Hold that. See if you can squeeze down. Maybe drop another inch. And inhale, send it all the way up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Taking that flow one more time. And then we'll start to wrap it up and bring it down. So, inhale, reach up mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release, step jumper, float, taking your flow through that upward facing dog, cobra, and back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring that knee to nose. Setting right foot down, lift up. Crescent lunge. And exhale, dropping right hand down. Left hand down, right arm up. And using that right arm to sweep back. Collecting your left arm up, crescent lunge. Exhale, dropping elbows down, open up. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Exhale, reverse it back. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Just holding for 2 breaths. And inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. 2 breaths here. And exhale, look forward, pushing up in that half moon. 2 breaths here. And exhale, fold it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up, mountain. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhaling through chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, taking that flow. And leaning back in that downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Stepping left foot down. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, right hand down, left leg, left arm. Twist up, runner's twist. Sweeping that left hand back. Bring it down by your left side, using it to sweep right arm up, crescent. And exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior two, down into your side angle. Holding here for 2 breaths. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Straightening that front left leg. And coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose. 2 breaths here. And from here, looking forward out in front of that left leg and pushing up into that left leg into your half moon. Holding here. And with an exhale, releasing down, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, we're going to inhale, arms up, and come up to your toes. And with an exhale, we're going to lower all the way down to our heels. And with an inhale, push all the way back up. Back up on those toes. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, all the way back up. One more. Exhale, all the way down. Bring your hands down at heart center. Working on this toe balance here. And bringing those hands down. Seat comes down. Feet are out in front. And arms are by your side. You can stay here or come into boat pose. Really engaging through your core. Tightening up those abdominals. And with an exhale, low boat. Inhale up to boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale to boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale up to boat. One more. Inhale, low boat, hover, hold it, and exhale, release, taking a nice long body stretch. And bringing those feet to your mat, about hip width apart. Taking bridge or wheel if that's in your practice. With an inhale, we're going to lift up. Holding here, squeezing those knees in together, not letting them go out wide. Engaging through the core. And with an exhale, lower down. We have 2 more. Inhale, rise up. Holding here. Really squeezing those knees in, engaging that core. And with an exhale, lower. On this next one, we're going to hold for a count of 10. So you can go up and hold it, or if you want to try wheel, go for that. So inhale, lift up. Good, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 vertebrae at a time. Lower it down. Inhaling, hugging knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice rock side to side. And we're going to rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. And coming up into butterfly, feet come together. Hands can come to feet. Walking yourself into a good position. You can use your elbows to press down on knees to open up if you want to come forward. This one's definitely not one of my strong suits, so I like to stay up high and just kind of work on gently rocking it out, fluttering them. Two more breaths here. And keeping that right leg in, we're going to extend out the left, bringing that right in a little bit closer. And with an inhale, we're going to drop left arm down, reach right arm up and over, stretching out through that right side body. Right thumb is pointed down, and you're reaching out towards that left side. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can stretch another inch. Inhaling, lifting it up. Exhale, this time we're going to come up, and we're going to come right down over that left knee. Maybe reaching those left fingertips out. You could grab your left foot. Just doing what you need to here, bending in that left knee as much as you need to. And then you can always work on straightening it, or you can just keep it bent. And slowly walking it up. Bring them both center. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Again, you can bend those knees as much as you need to grab on, and then you can slowly walk it out into straight. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, see if you can drop another inch. And roll it up, 1 vertebrae at a time. This time, right leg is straight, left foot comes in, and dropping that right arm down, left arm up and over, that left thumb is pointed down, and you're reaching over towards those right toes. Breathing here. Every time you exhale, see if you can reach it a little bit further. And inhale, lift up. Good. Exhale, arms come up and dropping down over that right leg. Again, fingers can walk out. You can grab that foot, can bend that knee as much as you need to, and then work on straightening it or just keeping it bent. And slowly walking it up. One more time to the center. Those legs are nice and long. Inhale, reach it up. Exhaling, forward fold. See if maybe you can get a little deeper this time. And inhaling, walking up one vertebrae at a time. Working your way down to your back. Legs are out, and slowly lowering one vertebrae at a time all the way down. And bring those feet to the mat. Elvis your legs side to side, just releasing out that low back. And coming up into an inversion of your choice, you can either come into happy baby, maybe legs up the wall. This is one I like to do with my block. I like to put it under my sacrum and then just let it release. This one helps bring all that blood back to you. Or if you want to take your shoulder stands, you can go for that. If you want to throw a handstand or headstand in there, go for it. These next couple of minutes are yours to do what you need to before we come into that last posture. Two more breaths here. And then wherever you are, making your way, hugging your knees into your chest, and yourself a gentle rock side to side. And then taking one final wind removing pose, bringing that nose to your knees, and with an exhale, let it go. Coming into Shavasana, that resting pose. Remember, even with the resting pose, this can look whatever you want. If you like to rest hands on chest, you can put one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach. Feet can be in that butterfly sukhasana. They can be extended, whatever is most comfortable for you. It's the most important thing. And then just releasing, letting your body just relax down into the mat. Going through just a short guided meditation here for using the different muscles to relax down in the earth. All you have to do is inhale and exhale. So starting at the top of your head, relaxing down into the earth. Neck is releasing and relaxing. Down into your right shoulder, down through the bicep and tricep, and into that right elbow. the right forearm, the wrist, down through your top of your hand and into your palm, and down through all 5 fingers. The right arm is completely relaxed down into the earth. Left shoulder relaxes down through the bicep and the tricep, into the left elbow, down into that left forearm and wrist, down to the top of your hand and palm, and down through your left fingers. Your head, neck, shoulders, and arms are completely relaxed into the earth. Now relaxing down into the torso, down through your middle of your back and your low back. And now from your head to the tops of your hips, you're completely relaxed down into the earth. Relaxing down to that right hip, your right glute, down into those hamstrings, your quad, thigh muscles, down into the back of the right knee, through the calf and your shin, down through your Achilles and your ankle, down to the top and the bottom of your right foot, and all throughout your toes. Right leg is completely relaxed down into the earth. Now down through your left hip, the left glute, down through the hamstrings, the quad, and the thigh muscles, through the back of that left knee, into your calf and shin, down to that left Achilles and ankle, top and bottom of the left foot, and all the way down into your toes. From the top of your head, down into the very last tippy toe, you're completely relaxed down into the earth. And all you have to do is inhale and exhale. While you're here, just bringing an awareness to your body, seeing how it feels after going through that guided relaxation. Maybe just breathing into any areas that might still feel tight. Just allowing them to release a little bit further. Release anything you've been holding on to. Trying not to take it with you as you leave your mat today. And gently just starting to wiggle those fingers and toes, rolling out your wrists and ankles, nodding your head side to side. And when you're ready, taking a nice long body stretch, reaching those arms above your head like you just woke up from a really good nap. And then rolling onto your favorite right or left side, hugging your knees into that fetal position. Those eyes are still closed down, still in that resting mode. And when you're ready, pushing yourself up into a comfortable seat. Again, that can look like legs crossed or out in front of you, just whatever's comfortable, just like how we started. Raising those palms up, again, sitting on they can sit on your knees or in that hip crease. Just bring awareness into that breath. And bringing those arms down by your side with an inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Bringing those hands to touch and hands coming down at heart center. I thank you guys so much for joining me today and bringing all of your light and love into this practice. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that was a good practice for you, just to get moving and flowing, and just maybe taking a break from the norm of what you've been doing every day. If it's nice outside, take it outside, go practice outside. It's been really beautiful here in Texas. That's where you're joining us from. And with that, I will say see you next time. Have a great day. Bye, guys.